Especially what's been happening lately down here in the South. In Florida, we have to make sure we are prepared, but this could be anywhere in the country. Look at your screen. So yes, AM/FM radio, but maybe even more important, it has the Weatherband channels on there as well, so you can make sure and get all the information you need in case of an emergency. It is your flashlight. It's also your lantern. It's also a power bank. So maybe you have the phone is running low, you don't have any power. It is a power bank, and what you're seeing right there, that is just a little gentle hand crank. That's one way you can recharge it. You can recharge it by battery, you can recharge it by solar, or with a hand crank, which means you are totally off the grid. Speaking of off the grid, this is perfect for emergencies, maybe camping, maybe you just need that flashlight you keep in your car with you, maybe you throw it in your toolbox. Right now on a Black Friday deal, $21.99, either the green, blue, the magenta, or the orange for you that you see, and you're also getting the carrying case on that as well. So get one for yourself. Maybe think of it as a gift for that person who likes to be adventurous and go out, maybe hiking, hunting, fishing, camping, one for them as well. And it's on free shipping and handling. Our preparedness expert, Justin Hyatt, is joining us here today. Justin, how are you, man?
There are moments in time when we present so many of these different products, when things like we just experienced, and what do? You fall back on those exact things that we present here, that we always talk to you about make sure you have it at home. And what was I using? I was out of power for over a week. What was I using to make sure that I had light? And not just that, when we lost power, there's an amazing amount of silence. Now be able to have the radio. During the storm, when we lost power, I couldn't see where the storm was. In that hour, it could have shifted 20 miles to the north, could have shifted 20 miles to the south. This is your Weatherband radio. This is your AM, this is your FM. This is that flashlight in those emergencies. And yeah, it is an 8-in-1, so you don't have to find 8 different things. It is truly handy. You pick up one thing that does 8 different things, and it has many different ways for you to recharge it. One of the things I love about this too, Ty's, it's not like you get a flashlight and you say, well, all you need to do is spend another $20 on batteries. You know, this is completely rechargeable, really easy to use, easy to recharge, and you can use it with the solar panel that's built in, or like you said, that gentle crank. So if you want to make sure that you can crank it. So I was actually doing that. There's actually an LED light. I was. So there's an LED light right here that actually will show you kind of how much battery level you have. So it'll go from green to orange to red. So when you notice that that light is then going to start to change, you just go right over here to your crank and then start doing this. And now you are actually using that dynamo crank that is inevitably recharging your rechargeable battery, and then you can use this to then recharge your phones as a power bank. So talk about an emergency kit. It is literally an emergency kit all in one.
Yeah, it's a lightweight. You could throw it in a backpack too. Yeah. Sometimes we think about something that does 8-in-1 that is a power bank and then it has multiple lights on it. This is gonna be kind of heavy, and you just kind of keep it at home. Maybe you keep it in the utility room and it's kind of heavy to drive. This is very lightweight, very easy. The fact that it has this kind of lantern here where you can set it tabletop if there's multiple people sitting around the table. I know when the power goes out at our place, me and the kids and the wife, we get around the table, maybe we play cards or something, but you need a little bit of light. What about if you're camping and you need a little bit of light, but at the same time, AM/FM. This is also, Justin, one of those emergency items that's not just for emergency.
Yeah.
You're gonna use this AM/FM radio all the time. Maybe use the flashlight all the time. So in case of an emergency, you don't have to remind yourself how to use it. You already know how to use it.
Yeah, this is a new configuration, but the original one was a customer pick. And a lot of the times it was about everybody wanted to be able to have that AM/FM radio. When I was presenting, we've been presenting it for maybe about a little over a year and a half. One of the things that I used it the most for was taking it out and using it as an FM radio. I love listening to talk radio.
Yep.
We always think we're gonna use our phone. You put your phone out in the sun, then it gets too hot. This is loud. It allows you to listen to your AM and FM wherever you want to go. Maybe you're going tailgating, wherever you decide. And I do love the fact that, yes, it's not just an emergency, but for when it is an emergency, it couldn't be more handy. Ty was just talking about having that downlight. This is exactly how I was using it at home.
There we go.
When this happened and that storm came and the power goes out, I'm trying to think of ways that I can conserve power for even those power stations that we present. Light being one of those things. All I need now is that downlighting. The other thing that I did too is, one of the cool things is when I press that power button, again, you can see that downlighting, which is kind of like another way that we can use it multiple different ways. We have a lot of crafters here.
Oh yeah.
Great little crafting light right on your desk, or even a great little light right by your bed instead of having a giant lamp there.
Nice, yeah.
You have a nice little downlight. The other thing, if we can keep the lights down just for another second, I want to show you this. So yes, you have that downlight, but the other thing that you can do is, I know it's a little tough to see, is actually flip it back up and then use your ceiling I was actually just, since it'll stand up, using the ceiling to actually reflect the light back down and illuminated the whole entire room. So multiple different ways to use it. And again, once it starts to die, you can go ahead and recharge it yourself using that dynamo crank.
See, that's great. Here, and also, look, I'm not plugging anything in. This isn't a cord. If you are using it bedside, maybe it's not an emergency, and just like your reading light or your crafting light, you're not having to run another plug. You're not having to plug this in. So it's a lightweight. It is multi-use. You will use it as your AM, FM. But having those weather bands on, though, very, very important. For something only $21.99. Again, having that weather update, if you have been in any kind of storm, any kind of power outage, when all of a sudden it's in the wintertime, in the ice storm, the summertime, right? Maybe that storm is coming, hurricane season here, up north, the snowstorms. It's one thing to have AM, FM radio. It's other thing to be able to tune in to those weather stations and know exactly, do I need to evacuate? Can I stay? Has the storm passed? Because those are the things that you need to know. Now you can. Right now, I will let you know, green is most limited. Right now, the green is most limited. I think a lot of you are jumping in on the green right now. I know a lot of you also picking up multiples. I think that's very smart right now. Remember, you have extended holiday returns. And then Justin, if you will, tell us about this.
Yeah, so this is just kind of another little protective case. This is actually what makes it an even newer configuration. So you can put it in there. It actually will kind of holster to your belt, or you can holster it to another backpack. So if you are deciding to kind of go camping or traveling with it, you can do that. I like just having this because now I throw this in here. It stays protected. When I need to use it, I can go ahead and take it out. Makes it really easy. And tie it just right to your little belt right there.
Yeah,
so it's really nice. I do want to give just a nice close-up tour. You know, we keep talking about the AM and
let's
FM.
look at it. Okay.
I want you to see this because, again, even just using this, it couldn't be easier. I mean, and that's one of the nice things about this, especially in emergency. I don't want to have to look at an instruction manual. So this is our WB, stands for Weatherband radio. This is where we can listen to all of those NOAA radio stations. So we'll listen to your National Oceanic and Atmospheric. That's where you're getting all of those immediate updates, whether it's tornadoes, whether it's our hurricanes, whether it's winter storms. That's where you're going to be able to get that. You have your FM, your AM, and then right here, our SOS. So I have a full-on SOS light and that alarm that's coming out from the very bottom right here. So I love that. Again, multiple different ways to use it. Our on and off and our volume. Right here is where you plug it in. This right here, you see where it says out? This is also a power bank. I want you to consider this, okay? How much would you pay for a flashlight? How much would you pay for a power bank itself? Just go ahead and plug it in, and now I can be recharging my phone from the same exact device. So if you are looking for something that literally does it all, you can. You have right here, I know it's a little hard to see, but right here is actually a solar panel. This is on the outside of that little light that's right here. And you can see that little array of lights. So when I press that power button, you'll see the other lights come on. Lights right here and that flashlight. So you have two different lights built in. And then, of course, that little dynamo crank, which I know, Ty, is one of your favorite parts about it.
It really is, because this makes me feel like wherever I'm at, wherever you are, lose power, you're out camping, now you get, and it's just kind of that simple idea that sometimes, I don't know, we talk about technology so much, and like, oh, isn't it great? You can recharge in USB-C, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes we just go right back to the hand crank, the dynamo crank, to get this. Listen, you can hear it. That's as simple as it gets. You can crank it back up. This makes such a great gift for someone who is an outdoors person, an adventure person, maybe someone who's just starting to drive, and you want to keep this in their car. Again, you're not buying big D batteries, big 9-volt batteries that are heavy, that are expensive. You are just going to recharge it. I do want to welcome in our 150 brand new customers here. 150 of you made this your very first purchase here at HSN. Congratulations. And I do want to remind you, look, if it turns out it wasn't the perfect gift, you have until the end of January to make any returns. Normally here at HSN, we give you 30 days. Now we're giving you until the end of January. So if you're waiting till December 25th to give this as a gift, try it out through January and then make the decision. I just want to let you know, I'm going to show you on your screen right there, January 31st, 2025 there. And it is something that, as Justin said, Justin, when is the best time to get prepared?
It's now.
It's right now. I love that. It's true. Right now is a time to get prepared. Get yourself something to put in your emergency kit. All right, about 2.5 minutes here. I know our phone lines are very busy right now. 895-162 is your item number at hsn.com or the HSN app. But even better than that, use the QR code that you see right down there on your screen. Take advantage of free shipping and handling, Black Friday deal, extended holiday returns. I know a lot of you are picking up multiples. If you want the green, I would be jumping into the ordering process.
Brand new color. We only had the blue and our kind of red and or orange. Now these are our two new colors. I do want to talk about, talking about the radio.
Yeah.
We had no cell service for a week. So literally had no communication. I couldn't get a hold of anybody, they couldn't get a hold of me. Being able to have the radio, having that form of communication, you talk about falling back on the things that just work. You know, we always talk about all the new technology, all the new technology. Yeah. That's why we like having the Dynamo Crank. That's why we like having our AM, FM. I was able to listen to the local news saying, you know, these roads are closed, this gas station is closed, or this gas station is going to be getting gas, or just having some form of noise. You know, the next day when we're going around and we're cleaning up the yard and we're cleaning up all the mess, nice to have some radio, which kind of brings some semblance of just some normal sanity to our world.
And it's true.
And that's what you need. And I think that's one of the things that it does. And then, of course, when it's not those emergencies, still being able to listen to your music and your radio wherever you decide to go is a beautiful thing.
I mean, listen, I was thinking about my dad last night because we were watching Game 1 of the World Series. And my dad and I used to always watch baseball together. And he loved to listen to it on the radio. Sometimes,
Carry.
Yeah, we listen. Cubs win. Yes, we would. We would go out, and even if it was on TV, he'd go out in the garage. He liked to sit in the garage and like to listen to it. The announcers, like the AM, FM radio. Maybe this is a gift for Dad or for Grandpa. Maybe they're going to use it out in the workshop, and then when it's time and you need a flashlight, you know where the flashlight is. Time of emergency, you've got that. You've got your lantern, and then throw it in the toolbox. Take it with you. What's happening right now, just to let you know, in the green, less than 600 remaining in the green. A lot of you are ordering multiples. I think that is very smart. Again, if you don't use both of them, maybe you wanted to return one of them by the end of January. You have extended holiday returns. You're getting one for yourself. You're getting one as a gift. Or you're getting one for, I don't know, each of the grandkids, or each of the niece and nephew. Make sure everybody has the same thing because you're going camping this winter, or in the new year. You're going to go camping, and you want to make sure everybody has their own. These would make fun gifts. Everyone love these.
Well, and even if it's for everybody in the household, everybody has their own color. But like you said, car, house, one upstairs, downstairs, get it, put one everywhere. There's nothing better than having 8 different things in one. If you ever work on tools, I left the socket over here. I got to. It's everything right here.
Well, think about that. Your lantern, your flashlight, your power bank, your radio. Your hands are full. Your hands are full already. So there you go. I know our phone lines are busy. If you are on hold, thank you so much. Your order is being counted. If you want to jump in now, I've used the QR code or the item number 895162. There you go. A last little video for you there. Make sure you pick it up in the orange or the magenta, the blue or the green. Justin, thanks so much for being here, man. Really appreciate it. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Glad you are safe.
Crank away, my friend.
Glad you are safe. I will be after the storm. Black Friday deals and today's special post sale is what we have for you. But take a look at this.